Rusty Klein from Oakley gets the medal and the bracket. He was a 9-3 winner over Travis Elliott from Hill City. In third, Brandon Terry from Plainville. In fourth, Shane Abram from Beloit. In fifth place, Dan Waymeyer of Silver Lake, and from Chase County, Tracy Griffin got a medal in sixth place. So Oakley definitely looking to take second in this tournament like they did last year. I think they'll have it. Hoxie way out in front for the team title. We're at 160. Mark that. We just finished 160. We're at 171 pounds. Justin Shaw from Silver Lake, a senior, going against Tom Welch, a senior from Beloit.
Yes, as near as we can tell, Shaw came into the tournament unranked, while Welch came in ranked number 1. So that just goes to prove that the ranking doesn't really dictate how you finish. They both lost 2 matches. Shaw lost to Cook from Sabetha, as near as I can tell from his coach, twice. And Welch lost 2 matches to Collins from Salina South, who is one of the top-ranked wrestlers in Class 5A.
We might mention Tom Welch in the black and orange singlet for Beloit. Justin Shaw from Silver Lake, the Eagles, in the maroon and gold. They're casing each other out, just underway in the first period at 171 pounds.
And Welch took third in this class last year, so he's been here before. Shaw qualified as a sophomore, didn't place, took fifth at 160 last year.
Again, both are regional champions. For Tom Welch and his head coach, Andy Nimchek. They've got their program up and working. Well, I'll tell you, Beloit has such tradition.
They had a strong tradition, and then they kind of fell there for a while, but Coach Nimchek is trying to bring it back, and he's starting to make some pretty solid progress in that direction.
Still no score. The Beloit Trojans, we talked about Arc City trying for their 7th straight title. Beloit in the early 80s put 5 team titles back-to-back at 4 and 3A action, so it's pretty incredible. 25 seconds left in the first period. No score. Welch in black, Shaw in the maroon, and they're working their way out towards the circle. Boy, Welch just holding on with that single right arm, trying to keep a hold. He grabs the ankle of Shaw. Out of bounds they go, almost out of bounds. Welch still in bounds. The officials right on top of this, and it's an honor for these officials to be working these state meets too. It's a nice reward for their hard work throughout the year. For Justin Shaw, as we end this period, 2 seconds left. He's a senior, 35-2, and that's the end of the first period. Still no score at 171. Boy, some high-scoring affairs in the lower weights. Coming up top, we've had some really low-scoring marks. Last match, 160, it was Smyther of Lincoln beating Madden of Fairleigh Compton 3-0, and this one's really tight early too, 0-0. The Silver Lake Eagles and head coach Harry Lamar. He was a Fort Hays wrestler, said Fred Scott before the match, and there's 2 points for Shaw. He's out in front 2-0.
Yeah, Lamar wrestled here in the early 80s. Of course, his father was a football coach at Russell High School for several years, and he wrestled at Russell in high school. They have a reversal there for Welch, and so we've got another tie match.
Man, those guys really work the headgear, don't they? I mean, you just kind of try to find a place to work in and go at it, and it's amazing the punishment that they take.
Somebody told me once that there was a reason for that. They said that wrestlers didn't need their heads, so you could work them over all you wanted to because they never seemed to be doing any thinking. But I'll tell you, I'm not sold on that. To me, the thinking wrestler is normally your better wrestler.
Again, it takes 2 attributes, both physical and mental, and we've seen a lot of thought tonight in the state championship. There's an escape for Justin Shaw. He's up by 1 now. 1:05 left in the second period at 171 pounds in the state championship action. They're in the neutral position. After 160 pounds, boy, we've got some team scores here. Out of bounds they go. Hoxie, as we know, again has the team title wrapped up. Their 3rd in 5 years. 125.5 points. They're still tacking it on. Oakley looks to finish second for the 2nd straight year. They're out in front with 99, so they will finish second. I think we've got a 1-2 finish right here. Plainville, 91.5. and Leota 76.5, Phillipsburg 75.5. So the real battle, Fred, is for third.
Actually, the real battle is for fourth.
Or excuse me, yeah, for fourth place, right.
Leota's finished. I think Phillipsburg has one left. Plainville has nobody left, so the only battle is for fourth place.
Silver Lake, we'll have to check to see if they have anybody left. I don't think they do, but they're in fifth place. Marked at sixth place.
They have this one right here.
They had 71 points. Well, they might be able to pick up a few points here.
Well, you can always pick up points if you win.
13 seconds left in the second period, 171. Weight category at this championship match, 3-2, as Justin Shaw, the wrestler we're talking about from Silver Lake, out in front. He's in the maroon singlet. They're locking horns right now, and he pushes away. Welch realizing he's going to have 2 more minutes left to try to do some damage. He's trailing by 1 in this action at 171. Coming up at 189 pounds will be Don Leidig, a senior from Phillipsburg, and Keith Lasky, a junior from Onega. That at 189. Then the heavyweights. Just underway in the second, mark at the third period. Justin Shaw coming in, as we said, not a lot of notoriety, but still 35-2 from Silver Lake. In the semifinals, he beat Vogler from Oakley with a fall at 4:53. So, boy, that was a tough match. Shaw also got by Van Eaton of Stockton, another great wrestler, in the quarterfinals, 14-4. So Shaw's had quite the tournament. And for Welch coming in, he got by Doug Rainey from Caney Valley 6-2. Roger Rainey, rather. And he also got by Albright of Plainville 21-7. They're out of bounds, a minute 17 and counting. Still a 3-2 lead for Justin Shaw.
He's hanging in there. Pretty tough to do, though. He's got a minute 17 to keep giving up any points. That's pretty hard to do. He needs to figure out some way to score and tack onto that so he can have some insurance points. This is still very much a wide open match.
It looks like Silver Lake and Douglas will finish in the top 7 or 8 of this tournament.
Fixing to have a tie match. There we go. 1 point escape. Now it comes down to who's going to go after it. Stand and watch, or we can go out and try to score.
3-3, 50 seconds and counting. Welch, the senior from Beloit, 30-2. 2 losses to the wrestler from Salina South, as Fred mentioned, Collins. Shaw, 35-2. He had a loss to a wrestler from Sabetha, I believe.
Shaw just got dinged for stalling there. Backing up.
Boy, not much room to back at this point. 36 seconds.
Shaw's got to take that forward. He's got to get him far forward, or he's going to be in trouble. If he lets that come back, Welch is going to get the takedown and go ahead by 2. Shaw's doing a good job on that whizzer, keeping the pressure forward, getting himself back out in front.
15 seconds as they rock and roll out of bounds. 3-3 our score.
This may be our overtime. See, we've had a pin, we've had a 1-point win, we've had the runaway, now we got to have an overtime, right?
Nope, they charge out of bounds. Not quite. 2 points on the takedown by Justin Shaw.
Now, a lot of people might question that, but with the new rule, when his toes came down inside the boundary line without his knees touching outside, with control of the other wrestler, that gives him a takedown now.
His toes were still in bounds. 5 seconds left. What a move by Justin Shaw.
If he had brought his knee down first on the line, it would not have been a takedown.
He gave him an escape point, and that's the match.
5-4. A good match.
Holy cow. They don't want to go in overtime. The second one we had go right down to the wire. And the winner, the champion, is Justin Shaw, senior from Silver Lake. The Eagle wins the state title at 171 pounds in a close one against a terrific wrestler, Tom Welch from Beloit, the senior. And there's Justin Shaw, and there's the hometown crowd. He'll be taking a medal home to Eastern Kansas. Again, coming up, as we said, 189 pounds. It's going to be a good one. Leidig from Phillipsburg against Blasky of Onega. Let's take a look at the medal stand, and there's a big hug. Why not? At 160 pounds, the medal stand. In 6th place, Aaron Snyder from Beloit. Or excuse me, Matt Travnicek from Flint Hills in 6th place. Snyder from Beloit in 5th. That's Aaron. Buck Driggs from Phillipsburg takes the 4th place medal. Chad Coop from West Elk takes 3rd. He had a terrific year. And in 2nd, Travis Madden from Prairie La Compton for the cause, and head coach Ron Abel. That's a good wrestling name, isn't it? Ron Abel.
I believe he's from Eudora, and there was a whole bunch of those Abels who wrestled back there.
For Travis, 1 loss on the year. That was to the champ at 160 pounds, Tom Schmeidler for the Lincoln Leopards. He goes 33-0 as he picked up a 3-0 hard-fought win over Madden.